As the saying goes, tough times don't last, but tough men do. I am Brigadier Akhelesh Bhargava, and recently, in the year 2024, in November, I won one gold medal and two silver medals in the National Masters Swimming Championship, which was held at Bhopal. This after I had undergone a bypass surgery in 2017, as also a brain hemorrhage in December 2016. So let me start my story from way back in the year 1974 when I was introduced to swimming by my mentor, Dr. I.D. Sharma. He took me to the Lucknow Stadium where a newly constructed swimming pool was made. And in just 3 days, I was able to do a length, which other children took quite some time to do. By the time I was in class 8, that was in 1975, I won my first medal in swimming. Incidentally, this year, 2025, I'll be completing 50 years of winning my very first medal in swimming. Later, I was part of the UP Junior State team and I represented UP State in the National Age Group Championship, the fifth and the sixth one, which were held in Chennai and Mumbai in 1977 and 1978. In my very first attempt in 1979, I got through NDA post by class 11th and I was off joining the NDA in July 1979. Thereafter, at NDA, I continued my swimming and I was awarded blue. Later, as I was commissioned in 1983 into the Corps of Army Air Defense, due to my postings at various stations, at some places there was a swimming pool, at so many stations there wasn't. In the middle, due to my career requirement, I was not able to pursue this activity. As the years went by, we moved forward to the year 2014. I was posted at Mathura, and the place where I was staying, a swimming pool was there very close to it. By this time, I was in the rank of brigadier. There was a swimming competition which was conducted, and there I revived after practice, and I found that I was able to even beat the young captains and majors. In 2015, I came to know that the masters competitions are being held at state and national level. Incidentally, I was posted out from Mathura to Allahabad. En route during my break journey, I was at Delhi, and that very day there was the Delhi State Swimming Competition. At that point in time, since my family was residing in Delhi, I decided to take part in this competition, and I was able to make a mark. So that was the year when I revived my swimming career. Now, in the year 2016, post my that was the 13th National Swimming Championship, when I came back, I was detected with high blood pressure. And slowly and steadily, as the tests were conducted, it was detected that I had a heavy blockage. When all the tests were conducted, and the last test being the angiography, I was found to have a blockage at the Y junction of the LAD and the LCX. These are the two prime arteries which carry almost 90% of the blood from the heart. The blockage was to the tune of almost 90% plus. And since The blockage was at the junction. The doctor said that I have to undergo a bypass surgery and there was no way out. It was a great shock to me because all along, other than swimming, I had been participating in so many games and always ensured that I am in peak physical fitness. I was a long distance runner, I was a sailor, I was into rowing, and had reached in these games also at national level. So this came at a very rude shock that why me and why this. I had heard so many people getting this kind of disease, but a person like me, and I was known not only by my friends, my family, and the close and dear ones, but even when they came to know that I have this heart blockage, even they were shocked that what use is this physical fitness when a person like me is getting into it. Anyways, my wife, who stood beside me during this period, he took my report to many of the hospitals, the top hospitals which were there in NCR, which included the Fortis, the Vedanta, AIMS, etc. In fact, in one of the hospitals, it was told to me that what are you doing? How can you stand? You just lie down and the surgery has to be done immediately. But I got a shock because I just come back from the nationals participating in so many events and giving my best timings. So at that point in time, I heard him, but I didn't believe what he was saying was truth. Anyways, that was behind. Now, in the meantime, after my angiography, I was being given some medication which reacted. And as a result of that, I got a brain stroke. He carried out my MRI and then he detected that there was a blood leakage in the back part of my head. And I was not able to see things on my right side. At that point in time, he carried out a field test and found that I was having a loss of almost 50% vision. Now, that was a double whammy for me, and I was totally shattered of what was going on. Sometimes, as they say, that when bad thing has to happen, they come in hordes, and that was what was going in my mind. They suddenly, from being absolutely physically fit and taking part in nationals, practicing throughout the year with no problems at all, and there I was down in dumps, lying on the bed, not even able to move and not even able to turn around on the bed. The pain which I underwent in those times, in those days, they are etched in my memory, and I really shiver to recount them. Slowly and steadily, over a period of 2 years, first the blood dried up in my brain, and thereafter the heart surgeon took over, and I was given the bypass surgery in February 2017. Now, when I came out, the state I was in with multiple tubes protruding out from my body, from my neck, from my tummy, from my heart, and all over I was having so many stitches, which left me wondering what kind of the status I was into. And it was very, very difficult for me to accept that what will happen to me hereafter. Will this be my state for times to come? Or will I ever be able to get out of it? By the third day of surgery, the doctor had asked me to walk a little with my chest band tied around my chest to hold my sternum in place. I started walking slowly. By fifth day, I was able to do almost 300 to 500 meters. And in subsequent days, I ensured that whatever the doctors were telling me to ensure that the healing up takes place at a faster rate, I kept at it. And in about 2 weeks' time, I was able to walk 2 kilometers and then after subsequently reaching to about 5 kilometers. But other than walking, I had to remain on the bed, tied down there because the sternum had to heal up and get joined again. Now, this period of almost 3 months was absolutely terrible. I had my regular checkups being going on, and the healing up process was actually taking a toll on my mind. The way I was thinking about it, that how much more time it will take before I am able to be performing my normal duties. Anyways, with my determination, with my attitude towards life, that life has to go on. These are problem areas which you have to circumvent. And yes, if you say it in mind that it can happen, then it will happen. So, with that kind of thought process, I pursued on. In the month of June 2017, my elder son was passing out from his master's in US from the Carnegie Mellon University, and I had to attend that. So, with my band on across my chest, I flew to US and attended that too. And not only that, but I traveled along with him to various parts of the US also. Once back from there, it was end of June 2017 when I asked the doctor, can I swim? And he showed me a thumbs up that if you want to, sure, you can go ahead. So just imagine that between February and June, it was just 4 months passed, and I made my first dive into the swimming pool again. And initially, it was just few hundred meters, and by August 2017, I was back swimming almost kilometer plus. So that year, I actually, in my mind, I decided that, okay, that state level and national level competition I will not do. But since 2015, I've also been participating in the past versus present competition at my college in St. Francis College, Lucknow. And when I went there, the people were really surprised to see me in that state with my chest open with so many stitches across like that. But I took part and I was able to compete with those 11th, 12th standard boys and beat them. In the 2018, I was back in form and I was giving my same old timings which were there before my operation. I must say that yes, where there is a will, there is a way, and the perseverance certainly matters. It is how you feel in your mind. It is the way your devotion to a particular thing, the passion which you hold for doing a thing, that will stand you in good stead despite all the problems which we may have medically. In fact, this attitude of mind and the passion about swimming, it helped me heal up internally at a very faster rate. I have seen that so many of the heart patients who have undergone this bypass surgery, they have given up on their life, but I decided to take the other route, to continue my passion, to give my best, and be a motivator for so many others. As far as my swimming career goes, into the year 2022, once again God was testing me. And that year, I had completed my 60th birthday, and just 2 days after that, all of a sudden, it was a sudden attack of dengue. And where my platelets went down to just 25,000 at dangerous level, I was infused externally with more platelets. And again, I came back. It took me almost 1 month, and back into swimming pool. Again, I was. And within a matter of 2 months, the nationals were there in Ambala. I went there and I was able to win 1 silver and 2 bronze out there. So it is not that once bitten and you are down and out. It was again that the internal, the way you think, it enables you to give your best and to pursue and continue your job no matter what. So, as they say, never say die. So, that is the kind of attitude which I have kept for myself, and that what's made me come back, I will say, a second time, the year 2022. The 2023 was not a good year for me because of my own stupidity. I didn't do well in the nationals. But in 2024, again, I was fully dedicated, and the swimming pool being so close to my home, I was ensuring that every day morning, totally with full dedication, at 6 o'clock in the morning, I used to be giving my practice sessions, even exemplifying to the youngsters who used to be there and motivating them that yes, if you have it in mind that you want to do something and you have the determination, then certainly you can do it. So at the end, I would like to tell that the sports, what they give to a man, it is the fighting spirit. It is that innate ability which it gets generated, that no matter what, if you want to achieve something, you can. There will be setbacks in life, certainly, but you should take them in your stride and accept them. It means God's will. So whatever will happen, will happen. But as far as a person is concerned, if he has the will, then certainly he will be able to overcome all the hurdles and achieve things which he or she wants to. Thank you.